Welcome everyone to this guided meditation journey. We're going to take a journey today, a journey through the landscape of your own consciousness using a powerful model called the skyscraper of consciousness. As we know with the work with CQ meditation, it's not just about relaxation. It's about changing your state of being. Moving from the basement levels of survival all the way up to the penthouse in our skyscraper metaphor, where we find transcendence. The Beyond the Brain's Basement meditation takes us to the zone dominated by primal survival instincts in our minds. Individuals here are trapped in fear, reacting in perceived threats to fight, flight, freeze responses. Emotions here are raw and unfiltered, and they include the big ones like terror, rage, and despair. Perception is limited to immediate survival here, and the world is a hostile, dangerous place. Archetypes here include the victim and the addict, highlighting a state of helplessness that we can all go through. States that lead us to reactive defense and a very five-sensory, animalistic, first world, first half of life, lifestyle. So find a comfortable position, sitting or lying down, whatever allows you to connect to that stillness within. Let's do this. As we begin, gently close or soften your eyes. Take a deep, conscious breath, making sure your neck is straight and not bent. Bring your awareness to your breath now. Notice the subtle sensations. The air as it enters your nostrils, the gentle expansion of your chest and belly. Feel your body supported by the surface beneath you. Whether it's a chair, floor, or a bed, does not matter. Let yourself totally relax, more deeply with each exhale, releasing any tension, any tightness you feel. Just start to let go. Start to let go as the journey begins. The journey into our primal core. Here in the survival zone, in our basement level, we will explore our shadow, that unseen companion, the guest we never quite invited, yet who sits at the far end of our table. Often we pretend it's a coat draped over a chair, a trick of the light, but the heart knows better. It's the face we turn from, the whispers we silence, the story we refuse to tell until now. So we begin now in your awareness to descend into the depths of the skyscraper. Picture in your mind a beautiful, modern, massive skyscraper. And we arrive in the basement. We get out of our car, the door closes, and we're in our building, knowing we're expecting a life-changing journey. As we get out of the car and into the building, we see various shapes and shadows, but feel raw, untamed energy of survival. The uncertainty within us makes it light its fire. This is where the primal instincts reside. All our automatic responses, all our reactory responses of fight, flight, freeze. In life, we've been taught to polish our surfaces, to present the sunlight side of ourselves, the version we think the world desires. But the sun casts shadows, and the brighter the light, the deeper the shade. To deny the shadow part of ourselves that we're going to get in touch with now is to deny a part of ourselves, to live a half-life, the life of the actor and the performer. So here we come face to face with ourselves. Let's breathe and know this is work we need to do. We've longed to do and now are ready to do. Take a conscious breath. Acknowledge any feelings that arise. Fear, terror, rage, even despair. Just think about it. All those uncomfortable feelings are welcome here. We're safe here in the basement of our brain. These are all fundamental emotions, part of our survival programming. So don't judge, simply observe them. Totally relax and breathe. There's nothing more for us to do except to be. This meditation is not about banishing the shadow. It's about making it come alive, about integrating it into who we are, and welcoming it in like we would welcome Mara in for tea. Mara being the dark side. Mara is a demon or a personification of temptation, attachment, and shadow forces that hinder spiritual progress. Mara was often depicted as challenging the Buddha's enlightenment. But what did the Buddha do? Welcome Mara in for tea, without any fear, without any attachment, without any uncertainty as to who he really was. As you relax the body, the heart and the mind, and breathe, look around the basement of your skyscraper, the survival zone that you've been in before in your life. Raw and unfiltered emotions are around us, and it's okay. This meditation is not about banishing the shadow at all. The shadow is as much a part of us as the breath we take right now. We love ourselves completely. And now the journey is about turning slowly, gently, to acknowledge our shadow's presence, to sit with it, not as an enemy, but as a long-lost relative, part of the family we've kept hidden in the attic. So we become aware of any immediate survival scenarios our mind might replay right now. See colors, see flashes of memory, and know that it's a story in your mind now. You're somewhere else, safe, certain and settled. Relax and breathe. We're no one, nowhere, in no time. We're safe in the primal core. Relax and breathe. You are not the story of the mind, the personality. So see the stories and the flowing thoughts without judgment, without getting pulled into your story or the veil of the narrative. Our work here is to notice any survival archetypes that might be present, like the victim part of your personality, or the lost soul that you may have once portrayed. These are just patterns of energy and information. And because we are safe, they are welcome here. We climb a few stairs. We enter the 6th floor and see more light. Even though we felt the emergence of shame and guilt, and maybe deep-seated insecurities within, we know these are just repressed memories and traumas that we all have that we're now allowing to surface. Gently go through the shadow realm, through our primal core. Remember the self-doubts and self-loathing that we've all experienced at one time in our lives. Teach your body how to feel the resentments we felt. Emotions. Remember a time when you felt hopelessness and how you overcame that hopelessness. As we climb floors 7, 8, and 9, we are grateful and move deeper into what we call the higher shadow realm. Here we're becoming more conscious of who we are. We're understanding that the darkness is just part of the light. We're here. Just like the chakras start with red, orange, yellow, green, blue. So it is with this tower. So it is with our consciousness. The light shifts and moves as we face our insecurities. Insecurities that we often tried to hide. Not today. No, not today. Our consciousness is unlimited. We're safe and certain. We're relaxed and comfortable. Our consciousness is unlimited. Our consciousness is unlimited. Allow your mind to observe any repressed memories, any past traumas, stories that surface. We allow.
Relax.
We observe. That's all we do. We're not there. We're here. Now. We're here. Now. We're here.
Relax and breathe.
Now. Now.
We're in a safe space, growing. We're on a journey. We're on a sacred quest.
Bring any memories into the light of your awareness.
Beautiful colors and a beautiful light.
Remembering your childhood, remembering moving schools or starting schools or jobs.
Security.
It was all okay. It was all part of the journey. No longer do we resist anything.
Our consciousness is unlimited. Our consciousness
Because what we resist persists. What you acknowledge now, you can change. That is true, awesome personal power. Now you're becoming face to face with yourself. Just think of this as a quiet conversation, a meeting in the twilight. As you walk upward and become more conscious, understand that we won't force the shadow to speak, nor will we judge any words. We simply listen. But we listen with an open heart and a willingness to understand. For within the shadow lies not only our fears and vulnerabilities, but also our hidden strengths, our untapped potential, the wild, untamed part of ourselves, longing to be seen. So we observe and breathe.
the beautiful colors and a beautiful light.
We relax into the journey.
Letting go of security.
Further up we climb,
Security.
remembering times when we played the blame game. No matter who we are at one time or another, we blamed others or the world or God for personal misfortunes. Resentment and bitterness took root as a result.
Today we take responsibility.
We've all shied away from personal responsibility. It's much easier when it's everyone else's fault. We played the archetypes of the judge and the codependent. You can really feel the indignation towards our own friends and families, the contempt and distrust our shadows have always felt.
You're an unlimited creator.
How many hours of constant anxiety and restlessness, obsessive thoughts and compulsive behaviors, even difficulty making decisions. How many hours have we spent wasted in playing judge and jury? Totally relaxed. Realize the importance of this journey. Wow. Journey you're finally taking.
Relax and breathe.
Recognize as you ascend to floors 13, 14, 15. any defense mechanisms you might be employing or have employed before, ways you protected yourself from uncomfortable feelings. Let any archetypes of shadow be known. Have you ever played the addict or the abused? Have you ever seen them or witnessed them? Just pause for a moment. Look around you at all the different colors. The skyscraper is so large, just like the world, and even more so like the universe, full of mystery and color, full of stories, possibilities, and potential, just like you.
We go through the shadow realm, through our primal core. Create the emotions you want to feel in your body. Teach your body how to feel higher emotions.
This is what we're looking for now. Inner potential, inner power. As we leave the levels of blame games and victimhood circumstances behind us, we realize something amazing. Right now, we've just stopped giving our own power away. We say goodbye to our own masks we didn't even know we wore. The judge, the codependent. These are just roles you've played. Roles of personality. Masks of personality. Not who you truly are. Let's carry on now with curiosity and not judgment. This is the choice. Let's step aside, but not hide. We step aside to discover. We breathe deeply and allow the shadow to reveal its secrets, one whispered truth at a time. Wholeness, authenticity, gratitude, wholeness, authenticity, gratitude, gratitude. Take a conscious deep breath. Gratitude. Totally relax. As you exhale, begin to release any tension, any charge of energy you're holding onto from these basement levels. You're simply observing these states. You're not defined by them. Not at all. We're now going to move up. Go through the shadow realm, through our primal core. Create the emotions you want to feel in your body. Teach your body how to feel higher emotions. Up through the lower levels. We're like a phoenix rising from the ashes.
Relax and become open to your heart, body, mind.
As we hit floors 25, 26, we know we're in the reactive zone, exploring the emotional roller coaster of life. We've found the courage. We've found the energy to do this.
Relax and become open to your heart, body, mind.
In life, we can allow fluctuations of mood. We can remember the emotional instability, part of life. We can remember how we might have had a sense of being at mercy to our feelings. But it's changing now as we do the work, as we grow, as we create a paradigm shift. Notice any attachments, any codependent tendencies that you've had in your relationships. The truth is setting you free, so observe. Remember the times of seeking validation from external sources, the codependence, the basing your worth on what others thought of you, stories. Today we look towards our own authenticity, our new identity. No longer do we play the people pleaser or the neurotic archetype. These patterns of behavior we learned them to protect ourselves, and today, as we climb, they change. We transcend the perfectionist prison, even when we felt strong procrastination with things we really wanted to do. Deep within us was a perfectionist prison, an insatiable need for control, for everything to be just right, or we weren't going to do it or accept it. Just stop for a moment now and observe if you're masking any true feelings with a false persona. Maybe your shadow self has been trying to protect an image of perfection to the world. Now, acknowledge any fear of failure, any fear of judgment.
What's your intention today? Feel your intention.
I let go.
Feel your future.
Fear of failure, fear of judgment. I let them go because those fears are what kept me locked in this prison. They kept me locked because they were just strategies that the personality used to feel secure and safe. Now my past is starting to make sense. Now I'm starting to feel release. A sense of deep relief. A weight off my shoulders. Feel the weight fall off your body. Let your energy swirl within you.
You're an unlimited creator.
It's so good to let go of the power struggle.
Create your destiny. Create your destiny. Relax and breathe. Relax.
All those dynamics of the subconscious between controllers and victims, and the push and pull of dominance and submission, of certainty and uncertainty. Remember the control tactics that you once used, that you may still use and no longer need. Here, as you are so relaxed, observe any internal conflict between wanting power and feeling powerlessness. This is the dance of the ego, the illusion of separation. As you get higher in your skyscraper, the illusion of separation disappears. You needed a shadow, and now the need is to integrate it. The controller-victim archetypes are just roles you've played. So utterly forgive yourself for the decisions you've made, the thoughts you've had, and the way you've done things in your life. Perfection is never part of the picture. These are lessons, not failures.
Lingering gratitude. We're climbing and we're drawing in our new life.
So let's breathe. We're doing the work. We're on a journey. So let's sit and stop on the staircase as we ascend the skyscraper of consciousness. Consider this for a second about the shadow. The shadow often speaks in language of unsent letters, those words we clutch, afraid to release them into the real world. They are confessions we dare not whisper, the apologies we fail to offer ourselves and others. They are the truths we bury beneath layers of polite conversation.
We're becoming the divinity within.
Look at the work we're doing today. Forgive yourself. Forgive your neighbor. Forgive your enemy.
Consciousness is loving and intelligent.
Forgive them as you imagine for a moment those unsent letters piled high within you. A silent, weighty archive.
Consciousness is loving.
Each letter represents a moment of fear, a flicker of resentment, a pang of longing.
We're seeking to find ourselves.
They are the stories we've told ourselves, the narratives that shape our inner landscape. In this meditation, we gently sift through these letters, not to judge their contents, but to acknowledge their existence. We will hold them up to the light one by one and ask, what is this letter trying to tell me? Perhaps it's a letter of grief, mourning a lost dream or a broken relationship. Perhaps it's a letter of anger, fueled by injustice or betrayal. Or perhaps it's a letter of love, a yearning for connection, a whisper of vulnerability. As we consider these unsent letters, whatever the contents, we will meet each letter with compassion, with self-love, recognizing that it is a messenger from the depths of our being. My shadow and me are one. My shadow and me are one. My shadow and me are one.
Today we create our personal reality.
Integrating, connecting, including rather than hiding.
Personal reality.
So we allow these letters to resonate Allow the words to stir within us, and then, with a gentle exhale, we release them, knowing that they have served their purpose.
We're entering the contemplative field. Breathe and just let go.
As we sit on the stairs, we look up and we see the awakening glimmer. You really start to sense a shift now. As you reach the level of an awakening glimmer, you start to feel a sense of hope, of purpose and meaning. We deserve it. Here, you might start to question your limiting beliefs, to become aware of your emotional patterns and the needs, the wants.
You're an unlimited creator.
The perceived processes that they served. At this point, you can acknowledge any discomfort you might feel. As you sit and look at your shadow, those aspects of yourself you've been avoiding, but are no longer avoiding. It's in facing the darkness that we find the light. So relaxed, we feel tingling. Tingling allows us to know that we're healing. Feel the sensations in your body as you totally relax. The shadow is often reflected in the broken pieces of an inner mirror, those fragments of ourselves that we have shattered and discarded. They are the parts of ourselves that we deemed unacceptable, the qualities we repressed, the desires we denied. We've walked through life carrying these broken pieces, afraid to look at them, afraid to see the distorted image they've reflected. Yet within these fragments lies a hidden wholeness, a mosaic of our true selves. So now in this meditation, we will gather the broken pieces of our inner mirror, our stories, and slowly begin to assemble them consciously, not to create a perfect reflection, but to embrace the beauty of imperfection. Imperfection we see because the light has come in. We still notice the cracks, the jagged edges, the missing pieces, but right now feel a sense of acceptance. Understand that they're part of your story, a necessary part.
How you think creates your personal reality.
We're starting to recognize that the shadow is not a separate entity, an integral part of our being. Every mistake, every flaw, a necessary counterpoint to the light. Now you're starting to understand that your wholeness lies not in denying the shadow, but integrating it, weaving the dark threads into the tapestry of your life that is unfolding right before you.
We're seeking wisdom.
Feel and see the awakening glimmer, looking up to stairs, looking up to floors 35 to 40.
We're seeking wisdom.
This is the beginning of true change. Healing. It's the seed of transformation, and you can feel it. Really feel it.
Wholeness, authenticity, gratitude.
Let's begin walking again up the metaphorical staircase. Take another breath, acknowledging the insights you've gained so far, the awareness that is dawning within you.
We all have the power to change our lives. Here we're creating change. We're walking through it. We're seeking wisdom. our attention and our energy changes and shifts. Be open to everything and attached to nothing.
As we start to end off this meditation,
Attached to nothing.
take a final conscious breath, deep breath now,
Attached to nothing.
just allowing all the insights and all the experiences from this journey. Know that you can return to any of these levels at any time as you continue to grow, evolve, and open letters that once were left unopened.
Attached to nothing.
In this way, you continue to awaken to your truest potential. You are walking the path of freedom, embodying love and power. This is the energy of the divine human. But when you're ready, gently begin to bring your awareness back to your body, back to the room you're in, and back into this present moment. And start by wiggling your fingers and toes, feeling the sensations in your body. When you feel it's right, when you feel fully present, or when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes, bringing the peace, the power, and the love that you've cultivated here back into your everyday life. This is the journey out of survival mind. The journey from subconscious to conscious. From the masks of control, fear, and victim mentality to self-love, wisdom, and surrender. Thank you everyone for doing the deep work, for taking this journey with us through the skyscraper of consciousness. May you carry this wisdom, this peace and power with you, not just for the rest of the day, but for the rest of your life as you continue to ascend, grow, and contribute each day. We've gone within to go out there and create a beautiful reality. Benedizione. Namaste.